Okay, good morning all. Welcome to Laksha Academy. This is the part 4 of human reproduction. Okay, up to part 3. Okay, we have been discussing in the first part, we learned introduction. Okay, what are the reproductive events? In the second part, we learned testis, what is gubernaculum, what is spermatic cord, what is uh, inguinal canal. We learned those parts. In the next part, we learned seminiferous tubules, how sperms are formed in the seminiferous tubule. Then they go to testis. From there to the vasa efferentia. Okay, now the sperms are in the vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia leave the testis. Up to vasa efferentia, these all are present inside the testis. Seminiferous tubule in the testis, testis is in the testis, and vasa efferentia. It is also present in testis. It is leaving the testis and entering into the next part. This part is called epidermis. Okay, before I start epidermis, we have one point here, one note here. The testis descend into the scrotum just before birth. The condition in which the testes do not descend into the scrotum is called cryptorchidism. Okay, you can see here. Okay, before birth, testes were here. Okay, just before birth, they are descending into the testis. Okay, scrotum. Here, undescended testicles. This is called cryptorchidism. Testis, and undescended testis is on that hasn't descended into the scrotal sac before birth. Okay, this is called undescended testis. Okay, this condition is called cryptorchidism. Okay, the testis descend into the scrotum just before birth. The condition in which testis do not descend into the scrotum is called cryptorchidism. Okay, what play an important role here? Hormone regulation of testicular descendant. There are many things that are influencing the descending of testis. One is mechanical factors are there, growth factors are there, and hormonal factors. So the one you have to remember here is the testosterone. Okay, remaining all we do not have in our syllabus. You can also see here, okay, how testis is coming into. This is the fibrous cord. You learned gubernaculum is a fibrous cord, and this is the scrotum, skin of the scrotum. Okay, you learned ductus difference, so that means vasa differentium. Okay, now this testis is coming. This is the A part. This is the B part. Okay, you can see steps here A, B, C, D. Okay, here testis, this is the peritoneum. Okay, you can see the peritoneum here inside the abdomen. We have, peritoneum is present, visceral peritoneum, parietal peritoneum. Here the peritoneum also coming down and covering the testis. This is called tunica vaginalis. You can see the vaginalis, tunica vaginalis. Okay, finally the testis has entered into this part. This is called gubernaculum, which is connecting the testis. It is actually attached to the, what is this one, chorda epidermis. We will learn about that later. Okay, that's about descending of testis. Next, come to the next part, that is called epidermis. The vasa efferentia leave the testis. As I told you, vasa efferentia leave the testis. Okay, you can see here. These are the seminiferous tubules. These all are highly coiled seminiferous testis and vasa efferentia. The vasa efferentia leave the testis. Vasa efferentia, you can see here. These are the vasa efferent ducts. We can also say efferent ducts. E means going out. Okay, these are the efferent ducts, vasa efferentia. This is the testis. These are the seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules open into seminiferous tubule. Okay, seminiferous tubules open into testis. Testis opening into the efferent duct. That means vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia, you can clearly see here they are entering into the caput epidermis. Epidermis has three parts. I will show you here. Okay, epidermis has three parts. Okay, you can see the A part. This is called caput epidermis, like a head cap. We keep the head cap on the head. Caput epidermis. This is in one color, and the other one you can see the B here, which is given in another color, okay, which is called body, corpus epidermis. Okay, now the green one here, the shown here, which is C here, this is called cauda. Cauda means tail. Okay, head, okay, body and tail. It is a highly coiled pod, you can see here. It is highly coiled, narrow and tightly coiled one. Highly coiled, tightly coiled. Okay, epidermis, the vasa efferentia leave the testis and open into narrow, tightly coiled tube called epidermis. Where is it? It is located along the posterior surface of the each testis. It is located along the posterior surface. It is located at the along. This is the anterior surface. This is the posterior surface. It is in the posterior surface. Okay, along the posterior surface of the testis. The epidermis provides storage space for the sperms and gives the sperms time to mature. It is a storehouse for the sperms. And next one, it is differentiated into three regions called caput epidermis, corpus epidermis, cauda epidermis. You have seen those three. The caput epidermis receives spermatozoa via vasa efferentia. Caput epidermis, I will show you the caput epidermis receiving sperms from vasa efferent ducts, otherwise called vasa efferentia. What would happen if vasa efferentia are blocked? If vasa efferentia are blocked, sperms do not enter from the rete testis into caput epidermis. Very important point. Okay, next sperm, three regions caput, and the caput epidermis receives the spermatozoa via vasa efferentia of the mediastinum testis. What is mediastinum testis? A mass of connective tissue at the back of the testis that encloses the rete testis is called mediastinum testis. Okay, that's about epidermis. Okay, the vasa efferentia leave the testis and open into narrow, tightly coiled tube called epidermis. Where is it? It is located along the posterior surface of each testis. Epidermis, what is its function? Provides space for the sperms and gives the sperms time to mature. Okay, what are the three regions in it? Caput, body, tail. Okay, which part receives the sperms? Caput. From where? From the vasa efferentia. Okay, the vasa efferentia of the mediastinum testis. What is mediastinum? Okay, you have learned earlier mediastinum, the space in which heart is located. Mediastinum is the space between the two lungs in which heart is situated. Okay, that is one meaning. This is the mediastinum of testis. Okay, mass of connective tissue at the back of the testis that encloses the rete testis. Okay, next come to the next part. Vas difference, vasa differentia plural, vas difference singular. The vas difference or ductus difference is a long, narrow muscular tube. LMN. Long, narrow muscular tube. Long, narrow muscular tube. I will show you that one here. Okay, what is this part? Cauda. From this cauda epidermis, what arises is the epidermis. You can see here, vas difference. Okay, this is the cauda. From this cauda, what is arising here? Okay, this D part is the okay, vas difference or vasa differentia plural. Otherwise called ductus difference. Ductus difference. Okay, the vas difference or ductus difference is a long, narrow muscular tube. The mucosa of the ductus difference. What is mucosa? Earlier you learnt in the histology of elementary canal. There is a serosa, outermost layer, muscularis externa below that, and below that there is submucosa, and innermost mucosa is there. Similarly, in the vas difference also mucosa is there. I will show you that one here. This is the histology of vas difference, ductus difference, vas difference. If you see here, if you observe here, there is innermost, there is a mucosa layer is present here. This is the mucosa layer. There in the gut also, innermost layer is the mucosa. Actually, mucosa consists of 3 layers, but in our syllabus only mucosa is, it has mucosal epithelium, lamina propria is there, and there is a there are muscles also. Okay, there are muscles are also, smoke muscles are also present in the innermost layer in the mucosa. You can see here pseudostratified columnar epithelium, lamina propria. Okay, this is the epithelium. Yeah, above that there is a lamina propria, eighth one, sixth one. Okay, longitudinal muscular folds are there, longitudinal muscular folds, and after that lamina propria, after that pseudo columnar epithelium, after that this is the white, this is called lumen through which sperms pass. Okay, I will show you that one here. Okay, what are the parts in the mucosa of the ductus difference or mucosa of the vas differens? It consists of pseudo-stratified columnar epithelium, lamina propria, which is the areolar connective tissue, and then another one you saw there, muscles are also present there. It starts from the tail of epidermis. This is the tail. This is the tail. It starts from the tail of the epidermis. It starts from the tail. What is this part? Tail. It starts from the tail of the epidermis. Okay, next part. Next point. It passes through the inguinal canal and into the abdomen and loops over the urinary bladder. It loops over. You can see the loop here, like a Henley's loop. But in this one, this red color one is the vas different. It is looping over. It is looping over the, okay, this is the urinary bladder. It loops over the urinary bladder. Okay, it passes through the, it arises from the chorda epidermis. It passes through the inguinal canal, loops over the urinary bladder. It receives a duct from seminal vesicle. Observe here. This is a red color one, vas difference. You can see here. What is this one? Was different. Now it is receiving another duct come from the seminal. This is the yellow one coming from the seminal vesicle. Now that the two ducts join and form ejaculatory duct. Very, very important one. Ejaculatory duct is formed by joining of vas difference, the red one, and it is joining with the, okay, yellow column, that is duct of the seminal vesicle, and together form this blue color one. Okay, this is called ejaculatory duct. Okay, it receives a duct from the seminal vesicle. The vas difference and the duct of the seminal vesicle unite to form a short ejaculatory duct or ductus ejaculatorius. The two ejaculatory ducts carrying spermatozoa and fluid coming from the seminal vesicle converge in the center of the prostate gland and open into urethra. Okay, here only you can see one. This is the one ejaculatory duct, and another one this side. The two unite and open into the prostatic urethra. This is called prostate. This is the prostate gland. This is called, this urethra is present in the prostate gland. This blue color line, what is this one? Urethra. As this urethra is present in the prostate gland, it is called prostatic urethra. Ejaculatory duct opens into prostatic urethra. Okay, seminal vesicle converge in the center of the prostate and open into urethra, which transports the sperms to the outside. The passage of spermatozoa, it was given in previous NEET exams. Seminiferous tubules, from there to retatestis, retatestis to vasa efferentia, vasa efferentia to sperms come out of the testis into the epidermis, and then to vas difference ejaculatory duct, urethra, and to the female reproductive tract, that means vagina of the female reproductive tract.